Hey guys, how you doing? So I thought I would do two star signs together, Leo and Virgo. But let me know in the chat what star sign you are and what star sign you're dealing with, in case you're cross-watching or anything like that. And I'll try to do two star signs together. So let's see. So at the moment we're going to do Leo and Virgo, and we're going to start with Leo. So Leo, what has Leo got coming up, please? Any messages for Leo, that you want Leo to hear? Leo. Actually hearing the name Leo or Laura or anybody's got L in their name. But fed up, bored, waiting for someone to offer. But it's kind of like I'm watching for someone and I'm looking out. Like, it's kind of like I'm watching tarot card readings, okay? And I'm trying to find out if, like, I'm going to end up in a relationship, or is the person from the past going to reach out? Like, I don't know if they're going to text me, if they're not going to text me, if I'm ever going to see them again, if I'm single, if I'm not making offers, is anybody out there going to make me an offer? This is normally my sitting back, just waiting, watching tarot card readings card. 8 of Wands, there you are, Leo. 8s, don't forget, if you're a Leo, you can also watch this as an Aquarius. Any placement at all, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, North Node, because Aquarius is also an 8, so is Leo. Okay, so this is, like I said, it's like waiting for someone to communicate. Whether they are or whether they're not or not, it's a not, maybe a Pisces if I say not. Let's see. Leo. So 3 of Swords. It's kind of like this getting over someone but not getting over them. Kind of, there's no getting over that rainbow, Pisces. And the smallest of dreams won't come true. I can't take all the madness the world has to give. World, that would be a 3. So that would also possibly be a Piscean. But it feels like I'm sitting back and I'm kind of not interested. I'm kind of grieving and I'm getting over the rainbow. And at the moment, I don't know if they're going to reach out or if they're not going to reach out. If I don't, then they haven't, then I'm still none the wiser and I still don't know where I am, which is basically single. Okay. Let's see, Leo. So you've also got the Knight of Wands. So there you go, Leo. So this is either an offer from the past, someone new, or a friend. It is completely up to you. This person could be, they could have children, but there is this communication. It feels like I've been sitting back waiting for the person to communicate. Now, this is normally you because it's a fire sign. So it could be you reaching out to see how someone is. Okay. But as it stands at the moment, it feels like that this person could have Scorpio, big Scorpio vibes, and maybe Aries energy in their chart. And they are, well, basically, they're kind of teetering on wanting communication, but not actually communicating. And it feels like that it's going to be down to you in order to communicate, to get things going. It's kind of like it's up to you. And it is kind of up to this person, but it feels like they're leaving it up to you in order to communicate first for this person to actually say something. Because it feels like that your partner, if it be this one, if they're not actually saying anything at all, okay, in order to get over whatever this is, whether it be a blip or a complete and utter breakup, and it just be friendship, in order to find that out, you're going to have to reach out and ask this person. If you want to. If you're like, no, there's no way I'm doing that, then it doesn't look like this person's going to either. Okay. So let's see, Leo. What's going on with Leo? So this person or you have got big Scorpio, 4 energies. It's like it's over, right? It is over. But I don't know if it's over. Like, is there another go? Can we try round 3? But can we give it a go? Can we start up again? Like, because it feels like that we're not talking and we're not really communicating. And if we are, it's only now and again. But it feels like in order to be able to close a chapter, to be able to finalize the agreement of, is this actually a closed book or can we start up again, right? But it feels like that there needs to be a discussion here, okay? So, and it is there, but why I'm speaking in terms of you may be watching to find out if Jeff or Steph or Steve, if there's going to be communication. It looks like there isn't going to be unless you do here. Okay. Let's see. Leo. So there you are, Leo. So the King of Wands. It feels like it feels like a one-night stand, like a lurking energy of maybe like feeling quite fruity and wanting sex. If you're watching, right, and you're cross-watching, and you've got like a Leo male, right, a Leo male, and your Leo male is, or fire sign male, but say Leo, right, this is normally Leo for me. If they're very, like, they only want you for sex, and that's the only time that they ever really come back, that person is also kind of going through that. Right, this is like very charismatic, but it's also very like sexual orientated, and I'm feeling fruity now, and I'm wooey. Could have like ADHD, because this is like very, very eccentric kind of like in and out, like bored, fed up, frustrated, emotionally distant, then strong communicating, and then no communication. So it's kind of giving me the vibe of possible like ADHD. But if you've got someone that only has ever really wanted you for sex, that kind of feels like that is kind of there. That really is only if, for you guys that are watching out for a Leo male, okay? And then you can obviously be any sign that you want. So let's see, what is this Four of Cups for Leo? So Two of Swords, Libra, Life Path 9, Virgo. Yeah, it feels like that there's possibly been control, narcissism, anger, ghosting, like an argument, split up. Okay, a path that has now been where I'm just on my own, single on my own, getting over the breakup, so on and so forth. There could have been a lot of control and manipulation and trying to control each other, saying, I don't like it when you do this, I don't want you doing that, I don't like you doing this when you don't do that, blah, 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 right? I don't like the way that you look, I don't like the way that you are, all those, whatever it is. That's what kind of feels like that set this in motion. Now what there is this separated on my own, possibly going through signs of depression. So if this isn't because of a breakup, what this is explaining to me is somebody has, they isolate themselves quite a lot. They have severe depression, maybe anxiety. They probably suffer through anxiety. They're possibly also got depression, maybe other kind of underlying mental health issues. And that could actually be you, both of you, right here. But that's what this, because if I was like doing a reading for individual people, I would say, well, one of you is definitely suffering through anxiety, probably fatigue, tiredness, and depression, right? Let's see, so what's the Eight of Wands? So 8 as well, so, and then a Piscean energy. It's like Aquarius Leo placements and a place, which is a cod, haddock, and fish, which is Pisces. So I don't know if you're going through this third party kind of trying to move on but can't, or whether you believe or know that there is a third party. Okay, obviously when people know that there's third parties, you are not a party, right? Don't participate in the party. But it feels to me like somebody is possibly willing to work on it. But it's like the other person It's kind of like they're, how can I put this? It's frustrating. It's kind of like this game of will, right? How long can we go without speaking to one another? When it's clearly that both of you obviously want to, but because of what's happened and because of the breakup and the unknowing of whether this is going to work or not, neither of you are actually talking to one another, right? But what is happening in the meantime is people obviously just concentrated on work, right? It's just work and work and work. And friends, right? Going out with friends. What is the Three of Swords? Emotionally distant. Don't know if they're coming over. It feels like there's something is getting closer. Like the time is, it's coming to the time of either reconciliation or parting ways completely here. Because the Eight of Wands is a leaving, but it's also Eight of Cups. It's also going towards, right? It's going towards communicating. You got 3 8s, which is kind of you, Leo, right? Yeah, life path 5, Sagittarius energy. Possibly one of you is really struggling around finances. Maybe you have children, can't keep up with the bills and stuff like that. Or the name Bill or Will. And this is also, like I said, on my own. So if you have split up from this person, it feels like that you're both single. You're both single, right? You're both just kind of getting over it, unless there's going to be communication. So what is the Knight of Wands? Oh, shit. Really? This is where everything literally goes wrong. So you got the Four of Pentacles, which is a blocking and saving, and then also another 8, which is Aquarius Leo. Someone's got huge signs of like a life path 4 Scorpio Aries, and then also Aquarius Leo. Okay, here. So it feels like that this person's sticking their heels in. And in order to break the silence and to get through to someone, feels like that you're going to have to do that if they're not reaching out. If you want to see if there is a future with this person or not, and you're not getting any, like if they're not reaching out to you, you're going to have to reach out to them. Because this is future, okay? These are future-based cards. What is the Death card? Another 4. Wow. You got loads of 4s and 8s. Again, someone's suffering through fatigue, tiredness, thinking, but not reaching out. This is like, I'm silent. I'm not saying anything. It's kind of like, if I'm honest, Leo, the way this person's thinking and also acting is down to you. You either reach out or you don't. And if you don't, they'll move on. And if you do, they'll possibly talk. But it could be only friends. It might be like, well, we can talk or we can go out as friends. But it could also be like, well, maybe a friends with benefits. But jumping straight back into, let's go, let's start seeing each other again. Let's go out with one another again. Let's class ourselves as this. I don't think this person's going to be straight up for like, let's start classing ourselves and put a label on commitment. It would be on a friend basis type sort of maybe benefits here. Okay, let's see what's the King of Wands here for. Judgment, Libra. You could be dealing with a Libra. Someone that also has like Cancer, life path 7 in their chart maybe. But this is an emotional breakdown. It's like someone's having an awakening, having an epiphany. This is like very spiritual energy, but it's also like headaches, having a breakdown, like feeling very nervous. It's also, like I said, an awakening, right? Tell me more about the Tower. Yeah, it's an emotional, distant energy. Like I said, it's there might not be any communication here at all. This might just be a general reading where it's like friends just offering someone to come out. But it feels like that this person also has children and don't know if they can come out. Like, you know, it's a lot of isolation, emotional distant, like not satisfied emotionally here. So it might be where you're just like waiting and just getting over it here. Let's give you a couple of these. Like I said, you can change this reading, Leo, if you haven't heard from this person and you want to. It's going to have to be down to you in order to do it. But if you start arguing, there'll end up being a blocked energy here. Let's see. Leo. So you've got, this connection will get stronger. I mean, it's a spiritual one, that's for sure. But like I said, it depends on whether feminine or masculine. It's normally the feminines that go through more of the I can feel your energy stuff here. There's pointless this getting stronger here. It's 8 and 6. It could be a lot of thinking. Karmic twat flame. It's, yeah. You're obviously going through a very difficult period with a person, whether you don't know whether they're the one or not, whether you should continue on these lessons that keep being thrown at you all the time, probably accusations and whatnot. Is it really worth keeping this going? Last card. I don't think you will ever leave them. I need closure. Well, I mean, there is 3 and there's a couple of 3s here. So if you are in that desperate need of like dating other people's men or women, then that's up to you. But like, you know, there's this, I don't think you'll ever leave them. Don't never get with someone that's already with somebody. That's just my advice. Right? Just always find someone that's single. But this I need closure type sort of energy is here. Like, I don't know whether we're seeing. So it could be, actually, this card, for some of you, could actually mean, I don't know whether to move on or not. I may have met somebody, or they may have, and I don't know if they have or not without communicating. So I need closure to know whether I can actually start moving on with my life, to actually find someone new, because it was never really like over. It was more of an argument, a separation and a ghosting. And there's more of this final like talk that needs to happen to say, so you definitely don't want a commitment. You definitely don't want a relationship. I'm just making sure because I'm considering moving on with my life to find someone new, right? That's kind of what this is telling me here. And that is what judgment is here for. Of like, yes or no. Do you want to get back together or not? And it might also mean that the timing isn't right yet. Like, I don't know yet. Because we've never really been satisfied with the connection. And then you get into an argument. And if you do, it's going to be more of like, I really don't think so. Right? It's kind of like that. That's how it feels to me, Leo. So there you go, my Porsches. So now, so please like, share and comment, Leo. Please join below. The GoFundMe page is still open, but nobody's donating. But it doesn't matter, but it is there if you want to take a look. If you want to join the channel, that's where you're getting all of your other readings until this job starts in December for me. So let's see. So now we've got Virgo. So if you've got Virgo in your chart, there you go. You can watch both. So let's see, Virgo. So Virgo, don't forget, please leave a comment saying what star sign you're dealing with. Okay. So let's see, Virgo. Virgo. So Virgo, there you are. Low path 9, Virgo. Maybe ghosted, slight amount of depression, PTSD, maybe suffering through bipolar. distant connection, broke up, maybe looking for a new one, but unsure of whether I'm actually going to be reconciling with the past or not. Okay. So it can also be like on the search for a new Two of Cups, but it can also be wondering a lot about the past of whether we're actually going to reconcile and go back into a commitment of the Six of Cups. Let's move these across a little bit for the camera. Let's see. Virgo. So Aquarius. You got the same card as what came out through Leo. It's like this unknown whether we're going to be together in the future or not. Because it could be where some of you are just looking for someone new. Like I'm concentrating more on the future than I am the past. So if that's you, you're concentrating on the future. The person that you could meet has Aquarius in their chart, right? Now, because it's come from the Leo reading, which is an 8, Aquarius Leo, if you're relating to that reading, then this is possibly someone that has Virgo in their chart that in the future is hopeful that you can reconcile. But it would take communication, right? So let's see, Virgo. So 8 of Swords. So you've got 2 8s again here. So this really could be, right, when people are frustrated and they're fed up and they're at home, they isolate themselves away, 8 of Swords, right? And it can be, look, you know, I really need to get out of the house. I'm bored. I'm frustrated. This could be where you reach out to someone or they reach out to you to see if you want to go out. 8 of Swords to me is not, oh, they're trapped and they can't get out. No, it just means that I'm at home on my own with nowhere to go, right? I'm dressed up with nowhere to go. Now, I could go out on my own, but if I want a partner or I want to reconcile or I want to know what my partner or past partner is doing, then this represents there needs to be communication for someone to say, look, you know, do you fancy going out on a date? Do you fancy coming over right here? Do you want to talk? Because the 8 of Swords to me is always, I want to get out of the house. I'm fed up, I'm bored, I want to get out, blah, 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 right? Let's see. Virgo. So you got the Queen of Pentacles, which is a feminine energy looking for a commitment, a relationship that's pretty much at home on their own. Now, they may have children, but this is someone that's definitely seeking and looking for a commitment, right? They definitely want one. This well could be you, but like I said, there's this wondering who is out there for the future that is my soulmate, right? My 2 of Cups. But if this be someone that you want to reconcile with, I always say nowadays, you've got to be the ones that look and seek for it, right? Ask. Because if you wait to be asked and you're not asked, it's a bit pointless whether you're feminine or masculine, wanting someone to ask you out, but they don't. That means you've got to bite the bullet, right? So Page of Swords can also mean that someone has children. They're very curious. So let's say it's you, very curious about a commitment and a maybe possible someone, but there needs to be communication because this is just like dating, maybe swipe left, swipe right, looking for someone, waiting to find out who my next partner is, possibly watching tarot cards to see if there's going to be any communication. But I always say don't watch tarot to find out if there's communication, if you really want it. Right? You communicate. What's the Hermit? It's just the ego that stops people from actually reaching out to one another. What's the Hermit? Because it's the, oh, I'm not at fault, you were, right? So again, it's kind of coming from the other reading of Leo. You've got the 2 of Swords again in the same spot. Yeah, not really doing anything, because here was the 9 of Wands, right, in the Leo reading. You got the major arcana of 9. So they're either a life path 9 or Virgo Libra, possible. Maybe Cappy in their chart. For some of you. But yeah, this is like, I'm not really making a move. I'm not really doing anything. I'm possibly staying at home on my own, a mother, and that's it. Like, I've split up from my ex, i.e. say you, and there you go. That's how it stands. What is the Two of Cups? They're definitely a mother, this person. Yeah, they're probably blocked out a past partner, like blocked them, not speaking to them. This person's got a lot of Virgo also, like yourselves. 9 and 9. Possible mum, not expressing my emotions, shut off to it, not really paying any attention to the connection. Possibly trying, this could be you, Virgo, trying to just move on, not opening up, blocking off my emotions, fed up with like whatever it was that happened. There is no way back, and I'm just looking forward to the future. But there's also this boredom feeling. Right? What's the star here for Virgo? 3 at distance, 6 of Cups. That energy is still there. I mean, if there's a third party, that means there's a metaphysical and a physical. Some person that is metaphysically connected to someone that is already in a commitment and a relationship. That's why in the Leo reading, you or they did get that this card here. I don't think you will ever leave them. I need closure, right? Because of these 2 cards there. So, like I said, if you're in a third party, find your own person. What's the 8 of Swords? But there's no getting over that big cock. Somebody's got a big todger up in here and probably wants some cock. I did say that though here, didn't I? There was the King of Wands. There's this frisky energy of somebody looking to rub their ego here. Of like, do you want to come over and like get it on like Donkey Kong right here? Because they have got a big old schlong up in there, look. Here, if it's this way around. Happens to be their stirrup. There's somebody drinking up in here because I kind of feel like someone's like getting intoxicated or inebriated and they're like, hello, how's you getting on? But yeah, there's this someone loves cock. This is, I want you to come over and sort me out. Here, Gemini, Capricorn. Let's see, Gemini's, I have it 3 times. Geminis are very, very much like that. Let's see. What's the Queen of Pentacles? 6, Gemini, Capricorn. 5 of Pentacles, a bored housewife, a mother at home on their own, possibly struggling to find work. Okay. And possibly have a love life of the past, looking for some excitement in their life, and want someone to possibly come over and give them one. It's what it says on the tin. Here. Could be a Leo, Aquarius. Here. Leo, Aquarius. 8 and 8. Let's see. Page. This person's definitely wanting that. But it's, like I said, it's Page of Swords. 9 of Wands. Virgo, and then again another 9. You've got this paranoid, delusional, schizophrenic energy. Possibly really going through it with one's children. This is like ghosting, Jekyll and Hyde, like very big mental health energy here. This is somebody at one minute that can be very controlling, very demanding, and lost the plot. And then the next minute, they're very sweet, lovely, kind, and generous, which tells me it could be bipolar. It's like bipolar. Suddenly really freaking out and going off the deep end. Just because they're 9s, it doesn't necessarily mean I'm talking to you, Virgo. But, you know, there are people out there that deal with Virgos specifically, right? This is grieving. It's also loss. Okay, it's, I don't know my head from my arsehole at the moment. I'm going through a roller coaster of emotions. I don't know whether I'm single or want to be single. Whether we've split up or not split up, I'm just so confused. It's all of those energies, but it's also very much a Jekyll and Hyde type sort of like bipolar type sort of feel. 1 minute I'm up, the next minute I'm down. 1 minute I'm really good in a relationship for one day, but the next day you look at someone and they've turned into a monster, right? It's that contrast of energy of like, what the hell is going on with you? Like, what's going on, right? Because there could actually be a relationship here that one of you is in, but you're going through something serious here, right? So that's Virgo's reading. So let's do 3 of my cards and see what my cards are showing. So Virgo, any messages for Virgo? Cinderella's third party tea party. It's up to you. Can't ever tell you. It's up to you. Because you can't look. See, I just want to know if there's a third party, but I don't know. Like for sure, I don't know. I think that there might be, but I'm not sure. A tarot card reader should not tell you that, right? Because me, I would not base my life off fiction. I would have to base it off facts. I would have to go off the truth. Tarot card readings doesn't say truth. It just gives you a general perspective. It can tell you more if you have a personal one, but, you know, because you get a lot of people of like, you know, my question is my person cheating on me? I don't know. Why do you think that? Right? Why have you not caught them? Virgo. New soulmate. Well, I mean, you've got quite a lot going on because you've got like a metaphysical and a physical energy here. Some of you are possibly already in a third-party situation, and possibly the third wheel is kind of like, you know what, I've had enough of this. I'm going to have to start getting over the rainbow and start looking for a new person, right? This could be the person that you're connected to. It could be you or the person that you're connected to is really searching for a new person, right? Single on my own, split up from the past, possible chances of reconciliation, but in the future, what I'm really looking for and waiting for is a new soulmate, right? Let's see, Virgo. What the fuck are you talking about? I told you there's this energy here of someone that's possibly lost the plot, of like someone that shifts blame. They also like divert the sometimes when you talk to people, they divert it back onto you. And you're kind of like, hold on a minute, that does not make a lick of sense what you're talking about. You've just blamed me for something that I haven't done. You've accused me of, like I said, you've accused me of third parties. This is why I tell people, do not base what you do in life from tarot. Because what you can end up doing is coming across as the actual controlling one of the gaslighter, which means that I've got my facts from fiction, right? Basic. I've got into an argument with someone that said that this is truth, right? It's true in the fact that it dictates your future, but it's a general tarot card reading, right? So like I said, if you go and accuse somebody and you haven't seen it with your own eyes, whether they're lying or whether they're not lying, what you're actually doing is falsely accusing someone. That is gaslighting, because they might not be, right? So don't never go accusing someone of doing something that they haven't done, and just use the information that you've got from tarot as facts, because that's gaslighting. You haven't caught the person doing it, right? So be very careful about that, because that is this. Mind games, 5, 9, gaslighting and manipulation. I've got no idea what you're talking about. That isn't what I'm doing. Where have you got that information from, right? So be very careful. Now, like I said, if you're in a commitment and a relationship with someone that gaslights, you've got very big gaslighting energy here. 9's are gaslighting. That's the major arcana of gaslighting. There, we all know what that is, right? Gaslighting. That is a Jekyll and Hyde 9. Don't know what the hell is going on. Right? So it doesn't mean that you're watching Virgo and it means you're the narcissist. It just means that you're a life path 9 or Virgo, and your life has been about control and narcissism. It's happened and happened and happened and happened. You've had a shit show of commitments and relationships, right? Or things going on in your life that cause a lot of, I wouldn't say really PTSD, unless you're being beat up and tortured. But there you go, guys. So thanks very much. Virgo, the same as Leo, if you would care to join below. The GoFundMe page is still open if you would care to donate. If you would like a personal reading, please look for the information below. It's Facebook. If you want to join, then it is only $3 or $4 below for a month. Okay, so thanks very much, guys. Really appreciate it, and I'll see you soon.